Good morning everyone. Welcome to physics class. Today I am going to solve some problems on the topic thermodynamics. So consider the first problem. A Carnot engine has an efficiency of 50%. The temperature of the sink is 290 Kelvin. What is the temperature of the source? By how much should the temperature of the source be raised so that the efficiency becomes 60%? So first write what is given. So that is data. When the efficiency eta is 50%, so that is 0.5. So temperature of the sink is given to be 290 Kelvin. So temperature of the sink is represented by T2. So T2 equals 290 Kelvin. So we have to find the temperature of the source, that is T1. So if the temperature of the source is changed, then the efficiency becomes 60%. So let that efficiency be represented by eta dash. So eta dash is equal to 0.6 and the temperature of, there will be no change in the temperature of the sink. So we can write T2 dash equals T2. So we have to find the change in temperature of the source. So then rise in temperature, even we have to calculate the rise in temperature of the source. So to solve this problem, we have the formula for efficiency. Eta is equal to 1 minus T2 divided by T1, or T2 by T1 equals 1 minus eta. Substituting the values, we get 1 minus 0.5 equal to 0.5. So write the expression for T1. So we have T1 is equal to 290 divided by 0.5. So we get the temperature of the source is 580 Kelvin. So when the efficiency is 50% or 0.5. So now therefore we have T1 is equal to 580 Kelvin. So now we have the second case. So we get T2 dash divided by T1 dash is equal to 1 minus eta dash. Substitute the value 1 minus 0.6 is nothing but 0.4, or the change in temperature of the source T1 dash will be equal to T2 dash divided by 0.4. Substituting the values, so we get 725 Kelvin. So therefore rise in temperature of the source will be equal to T1 dash minus T1. Substitute the values, so therefore rise in temperature will be equal to 145 Kelvin. So next, calculate the efficiency of the reversible engine working between 440 Kelvin and 330 Kelvin. So this is a direct formula. So given, so temperature of the source 440 Kelvin and temperature of the sink represented by T2 equals 330 Kelvin. So we have to find the efficiency. So eta equals question mark. So we have the formula eta is equal to 1 minus T2 divided by T1 will be equal to 1 minus 330 divided by 440. So substitute the values. So then efficiency will be equal to 0.25 or 25%. So third problem, an auto engine uses a diatomic gas as a fuel and has adiabatic compression ratio of 3:5. So find the efficiency of the engine. So now given, that is data, rho will be equal to 3.5. So we have to find the efficiency, that is eta is equal to question mark. But we know that fuel is, since the fuel is diatomic, so it is given. So we have gamma equals 1.4. So write the formula for efficiency in case of auto engine. So that is eta equals 1 minus 1 divided by rho whole raised to gamma minus 1. So now substituting the values and simplifying, efficiency will be equal to 39.5% or 0.395. So next, calculate the change of entropy when 0.05 kg of ice at 273 Kelvin melts into water and water temperature is raised to 300 Kelvin. Assume latent heat of ice to be 3.34 into 10 to the power of 5 joule per kg and specific heat of water to be 4200 joule per kg per Kelvin. So in this problem, so the given data is mass, that is m equals 0.05 kg and the temperature T1 equals 273 Kelvin, temperature T2 equals 300 Kelvin. So now latent heat of ice, so let me represent by L ice will be equal to 3.34 into 10 power 5 joule per kg, and the specific heat of water Cw will be equal to 4200 joule per kg per Kelvin. So we have to find the change of entropy represented by ds. Here we have two stages. The change in entropy when 0.05 kg of ice at 273 Kelvin melts into water at 273 Kelvin is given by, so let me represent it by ds1. So ds1 will be equal to dq divided by t1. So but here in this case dq equals m into latent heat. So m Li is divided by t1. So now substituting the values and simplifying, so we get ds1 will be equal to 61.17 joule per Kelvin. So in the next stage we have the change in entropy when 0.05 kg of water at 273 Kelvin is raised to 300 Kelvin. So then let me represent the change in entropy by ds2. So therefore we have the formula ds2 is equal to integration from T1 to T2 dq divided by dt. So in this case dq will be equal to mcv dt. So are integrating, so we get mcw ln T2 divided by T1. Our ds2 equals, substituting the values, so mass 0.05 into Cw 4200, so 2.303 log T2 divided by T1 to base 10. Substituting all the values and simplifying, so ds2 comes out to be, ds2 equals 19.82 joule per Kelvin. So therefore hence the total change of entropy will be equal to sum of ds1 and ds2. So therefore ds equals ds1 plus ds2 will be equal to, substituting these values and simplifying, so finally we get ds equals 81.99 joule per Kelvin. So next problem, the ratio of specific heats for a fuel in diesel engine is 1.23 and engine shows compression ratio of 20 and expansion ratio of 9 during its operation. So determine the efficiency of the engine. So in this problem the given data is gamma equals 1.23, rho c equals 20 and rho e equals 9. We have to find the efficiency. So we have the direct formula for efficiency in case of diesel engine, that is eta equals 1 minus 1 over gamma into 1 over rho e to the power of gamma minus 1 over rho c to the power of gamma all divided by 1 over rho e minus 1 over rho c. So directly I must substitute the values in the formula and simplify. So efficiency comes out to be 45%. So next problem, calculate the change in entropy when 0.01 kg of ice melts into water without change of temperature. Assuming the latent heat of water is given is 3.34 into 10 to the power of 5 joule per kg. So now the data equals mass m equals 0.01 kg. So LW, latent heat of water, will be equal to 3.34 into 10 power 5 joule per kg. So and we have the temperature 0 degrees Celsius, convert to Kelvin. So we get 273 Kelvin. So we have to find the change in entropy. So that is ds. So we have the formula for change in entropy. ds will be equal to dq divided by t. So here dq is equal to mLW. So substituting the values in this formula. So ds will be equal to 12.23 joule per Kelvin. So next formula, calculate the change in boiling point of water when the pressure of steam on its surface is increased from 1 atmosphere to 1.1 atmosphere. Boiling point of water at atmospheric pressure is 100 degrees Celsius. Specific volume of steam is 1.673 meter cube and that of water is 1 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube. So latent heat of steam is 2.27 into 10 power 6 joule per kg and 1 atmospheric pressure equals 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. So the given data equals dP equals 1.1 minus 1. So we get 0.1 atmospheric pressure. So now convert. So given 1 atmosphere pressure is equal to 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. So therefore we get dP will be equal to 0.1 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. And temperature T equals 100 degrees Celsius. So convert to Kelvin. So we get 373 Kelvin. So V1 will be equal to 10 power minus 3 meter cube and V2 equals 1.67 meter cube. So and L equals 2.27 into 10 power 6 joule per kg. So we have to find the change in the boiling point, that is dt equals question mark. So from the Cauchy-Clapeyron equation we have the formula dP by dt equals L divided by T into V2 minus V1. So writing the expression for dt, we get dt equals dP into T V2 minus V1 divided by L. So substituting all the values in this formula and simplifying, so we get dt equals 2.75 Kelvin. So next problem, calculate the depression in the melting point of ice for an increase in the external pressure of 2 atmosphere. Specific volume of ice and water at 0 degrees Celsius are 1.09 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube and 1 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube. Given latent heat of fusion of ice is 3.34 into 10 to the power of 5 joule per kg and 1 atmospheric pressure equals 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. So in this problem, so given dP equals to atmospheric pressure or dP is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square. Temperature equals 273 Kelvin. So volume V1 equals 1.09 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube and V2 equals 1 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube. So given L is equal to 3.34 into 10 to the power of 5 joule per kg and the depression in the melting point is dt we have to calculate, that is question mark. So again we have the formula dP by dt will be equal to L divided by T into V2 minus V1. So now write the expression for dt or dt equals T into V2 minus V1 into dP divided by L. Substituting all the values in this formula and simplifying, so dt will be equal to minus 0.0148 Kelvin. So the negative sign indicates that the melting point of ice decreases with increase in pressure. Thank you.